friends, it's Nancy, and I'm back with another project. I'm just so tickled with how this turned out. So this is vintage packaging from some mending fabric. And I made a shaker card, journaling card out of it. And I can't tell you. This little button is actually in the shape of a black rose, and I added some teeny tiny little rickrack and some old quilt scraps. This is some feed sack, two different kinds of feed sack fabric on the side here. I love the old price tag is still on it, and it was 5 cents cheaper. In behind this cutout piece that's shaped like an ironing board, I have put some magazine page that talks about sizing for patterns and stuff like that, and a little cutout, one of these little cutout paper doll things that I've been that I cut out of vintage patterns. So the sequins I got today, I went to Walmart. I needed glue. I needed Fabri-Tac glue, and yeah. I'm just trying to pick up some of my dolls so we can get to work on another project here. So, I wanted to get some more vintage notions, cards like this, and keep working. So I've got this one. So this held shoulder straps for a brassiere. And it's pretty gross, but we're going to make it beautiful. I'm going to start off by flipping it over, and that's how I want it to be. So this lady's going to be in the background, and I hope that's going to work. It might be a little bit off, but we can work with that. So let's find somebody in pink. Oh, this is an oldie. This is pajamas. But maybe we'll find something a little cuter. Oh, this one, she's wearing pink. One more? I think that's the one we're going to go with. Okay, now in order to make this suitable for journaling on the back, I'm going to glue this to a piece of file folder. Oh, I got a hunk right here. I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac because it's not water-based, so it doesn't wrinkle up the paper. I just want to make sure I'm right on the edges there. Okay. Yeah, so I went out to Walmart this morning. I went to Costco and Walmart. I have not gotten groceries in 2 weeks. And last night we were down to chicken fingers and tater tots. And since I'm not 6 years old, that was it for me. It was time. I went to Walmart because I knew I needed glue. I was on the last legs of my glue. Where's my ruler? Whoops. I don't know where my ruler is. If I have to use scissors, I may yell. I'm gonna have to use scissors. Holy moly. Well, this is good because I was afraid that these two holes weren't going to match up, but now it's covered on the back, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Let's make sure that's... It's like a hair. Anyway, Costco I haven't been to in, I don't know, 3 months. And it was just as busy as ever, although they were still doing, you know, social distancing and wiping off your cart, and they unload your purchases. You don't take anything out of the cart and put it on the belt. They do that. They wipe down the sneeze screen between people, wipe down the keypad on the, you know, the machine. Okay. So I think that's probably where I want her. I'm gonna chop off her feet now. So we don't have any issues later. Anyway, Fabri-Tac, really expensive at Walmart. I'm in Canada, so a 6-ounce bottle was $15, like $14.97 or something. And I usually get an 8-ounce bottle at Michael's, which is $23, $24. So still very expensive. But I use a coupon, so I can get a bigger bottle for, you know, $12, or maybe pretty close to the same price. But that's okay. I haven't spent any money in a long time. So a little bit extra on glue so I can keep crafting. That's okay by me. All right. Now I need some, so this is what you call it? Like overhead projector kind of paper. So I probably want it like 2 3/4 by 4.5. We can try that if we had a ruler. If I only had a ruler. I think this one is 3, so I'll use this. And I also got some new scissors that Catherine at Sunnyside Journals recommends as her favorite. So these are Fiskars. These were $15. I'm gonna give them a try. I have a horrible callus on my finger there, and you can see the skin starting to peel off of it. And that's from fussy cutting. Okay. And this white paper that's here, it actually comes with the transparency, so it'll run through your printer easier or something. I don't know. Okay, so that paper doesn't stay. All right, now I need to put some glue right along the front window here. Let's move that up, make sure I'm in camera. Okay, now we need some sequins. Sequins is something I see a lot, but I never buy because I never think I'll use them. But, you know, here we are. So I got these sequin packs. There's 10 different colors. So I'm going to use pink and I'm going to use gold. You can see me tearing one of these off and it just rips open and they go flying. This was, I want to say, it was less than $3 at Walmart. Okay. I'm going to flip, make sure some of them are flipped over, because it's the little facets that reflect the light, right? They're not all flipped over, it's not a big deal. Well, let's add some pink ones. If I can find the little thingamadoobie. So I'm trying to mix these up a bit because once I have the second sheet of acetate down, they're not really going to move that much. Now, if I wanted them to move, you know, I would add some foam tape. Use like a dimensional foam tape around the edge. That is not, that's not a priority for me because it's just really the color and the shine that I'm going for. I'm gonna add a few more. So that's why I'm spacing them out like this, because once that second piece of acetate is down, it's down. Okay. Now these old cards don't come apart really easy. Well, that's a lie. Sometimes they come apart really easy. These I had to soak in hot water to release the glue. Okay. Now I have to make a decision. Do I want to sew around the window? I thought I put the foot in there. I don't know. I know I want to sew around the perimeter, but I don't know about the window. I think I do. This one was easier. I sewed around the window, but it's already got a black line, so I just used black thread. Now this one I was going to go with a, I better use pink, hadn't I? I don't think I have anything gold. Okay, I'm gonna have to wind a bobbin if I use pink thread, so I'm gonna put the camera on pause for just a minute while I do that. Okay, so I've done the stitching around the window, just a hair away from the perimeter. These do move a little bit, but not a lot. Okay, now I'm gonna put some more glue on this. Now I brought the thread to what's functionally the back of the sewing and tied a knot there. So I'm just putting some extra glue there to make sure that the threads don't end up peeking through the window. Okay, that's lots of glue. So it's hanging over just a smidge there in the bottom. Okay, I think I got that fixed. And I need to take a hair off of this side. Okay, now to fix this, where's my crocodile? I'm going to pop a little 1/8 inch hole at the very ends of where that slot is. Okay, and then I might need my other hole punch. I don't think the 3/16 is going to be big enough, but we can give it a shot. Yeah, I need the bigger one. Let me just see where I put it. It's here somewhere. There it is. There we go. And then I will just use my knife to cut out the last bits. That's better. And I need to cut that little lip off. It's funny how the front and the back could be two different sizes. But that's exactly what we're dealing with here. Alrighty. Now, what we need to do is we're going to sew around the perimeter. Now this one I put fabric on. Do I want to put fabric on there? Or would that be too much? Let's grab a piece of fabric and think about it. I have two boxes like this that are full of vintage fabric. They're mostly sorted into colors, but in some cases, maybe not so much. And again, and most of them are coming from, I like that because it kind of matches her and her holding the flower. I was saying that these are mostly from vintage quilt blocks that I've picked up here and there. This one's got a little bit of, I think we'll go with this one. You think so? I think so. Ooh, here's just a plain one. Okay. Just turned around and saw some baby pink rickrack. It doesn't look vintage enough, does it? That one does, though. You see me trying to make a decision. Some of these strings are too long, so I'm gonna trim them down. I like the look of it being raggedy, but I don't like them too long. Okay, little thing. I don't like it. What if I just tie it in there? That's okay. But I've got to sew this first. I don't know how well this is going to go because the machine is going to bounce the table and that's going to shake the... I'm just adjusting this so that maybe you can see it. All right, let's give it a shot. Put the lid back on my glue. Okay. When you start to sew, I always start in a bottom corner because that's your eye starts here and goes down to here. So I always start in the bottom corner because if the knot's going to look ugly, might as well look ugly down that bottom corner. So I've got a longer stitch length, and I'm just going to go right up trying to see if you can see. I don't know if you can see this or not. One more. I'm gonna go a second time around and make it messy. I'm not gonna worry too much about and then I'll just bring the threads to the back. Okay, here's my little piece of fabric. I'm taking my time here because I want to make sure that the fabric faces the right side, the fabric faces the right way, the correct way. Oh, yeah. What do you think of that? Super cute. Okay, I'm going to make some more of these. I have some bias tape fingers, and that blue is going to be beautiful. What's this? Oh, this is seam binding. I probably on these ones I will cut the edge, like the sides off, and not keep the back because I want to be able to use them as journaling cards. That's what I'm thinking anyway. And now that I think of it, this one still has the acetate on it. Now that I think of it, I wasted a lot of time soaking these things to get them apart. If I was just going to cut the fronts off. Oh well, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I have some other things that I want to try, like this ones that had buckles in them and stuff like that. Anyway, so if you're interested in seeing what else I create in this shaker card sort of journaling card context, check out my Instagram later and I'll post lots of pictures. All right, I hope you're having a great day. We'll talk to you again soon.